pay top Mora, salary negotiable. Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, that's the sound of that.
Of course Paimon likes the sound of that.
You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yenshao? Because that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up? Yeah, and we can ask about the pay while we're at it.
Oh, but
Just a little burn, that's all. It won't get in the way of my work.
Perhaps not.
Are you
but
sure about that?
Continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
Paimon, hi!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon! What brings you to this neck of the woods?
And we decided to come check up on Yenshao.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
He burned his
How kind of you.
hand.
My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yanshao's behalf too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yanshao. Just tell them what happened.
Oh, all right.
He's like, it's okay.
Well,
Cooks burn themselves
basically,
all the
we had
time.
a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern rite. Things got busy. I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish.
That doesn't sound like you.
Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough, and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing. Just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now.
The chef's
Don't
like,
want you
no.
pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse. And then you'll be looking at more than just a couple of days off to recover.
But the lantern rite's
Hey, at
only
least
just
he's willing to
finished.
give you a couple
And we're
days
still
off to
getting tons
recover.
of
Most
guests.
bosses are
Now's
like,
not
I
a
know
good
you
time
died
for me to
yesterday, but are you
waste.
coming to work?
Plus,
They'd be like calling your coffin.
You can't just bring in some random chef off the street.
This guy
We
is
have
like
a
willing to give you a
reputation
day
to
off.
uphold.
Take it, bruh.
I refuse to let someone else ruin the good name we've made for ourselves here.
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me. But he's not wrong. Yan Shao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
I'm standing right here.
Looks like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out?
Sometimes the answer you're looking for is right under your nose, Paimon.
Oh, of course, you!
Oh, right. Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
Why are you even keeping a mental list of people who can fight?
Maybe a story for another time. More
Yeah,
important,
I'd like to know.
I'm sure Yan Shao
about
would be
that.
comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yan Shao?
Well, since it's you, I suppose that's better than anyone else.
Aw.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
You said something about increasing the pay.
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so...
Well, yeah, you gotta
I'll
hurry
stick
the fuck
around
up.
the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
No.
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind...
Of course. I'll take care of it. Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind.
This carpentry is incredible. You've missed your true calling.
Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way. All right, Yan Shao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
You really went went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
Yes.
No, it's nothing. As boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you.
Is that a short joke? Also, fun fact, I would like to point out that Lumine and I are the same heights, so I take offense. Well, everyone looks short compared to you.
Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency. Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. And paying customers don't have unlimited patience.
Any
Sometimes
patience?
cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a
Thank you,
particular cut
Trevor.
of
I
meat,
appreciate
how
you,
much
sweetie.
oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
Uh-huh.
The final
Properly
thing you have
disposed
to
of, eh,
focus on
Paimon?
is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and preferences. You have to cater to their own dietary needs while also giving them the opportunity to enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home. Handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order. Try not to get them mixed up.
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel trap. This is gonna
Oh,
be a
bullshit. At the end of the day,
Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. Table 3 was, Table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
what happens if Paimon had to wait tables? Snap out of it, Paimon.
Was Paimon just sleep floating?
You've been talking nonsense about halfway through the day.
We didn't really take a break in the middle. Paimon's brain has turned to mush.
Paimon
Is it
had-
always this busy here?
Paimon's brain is always mush. If Paimon had to wait tables,
No,
everyone
this
would
is peak
starve.
season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests at the inn. Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine. Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free rein to do anything you want.
Excuse me. Are you still open by any chance?
Is that Zhao?
Paimon knows that voice. Let's go check it out.
Did I just hear Zhao?
What should we do?
Lady!
It
Femine!
doesn't look like
Lynette!
anyone's here. here. If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
Remini!
It's all right. If we start building a campfire
What are you guys
now,
doing
we'll be
way
eating
down
before
this
too
way?
long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny. So busy being a greedy culture vulture,
Poor
I've lost
Linny.
track of time.
The greedy culture vulture.
It is you!
Paimon?
Yeah, we haven't seen our
So,
friends in such a
is
long
the traveler
time.
here?
Greetings.
Traveler Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Yeah. Haven't seen you guys in
I
forever.
was gonna say the same thing! We're just lending a helping hand at the inn.
You fill the three of them in.
Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
No, quite the opposite actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour might be in order.
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our next mission.
True.
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Lenny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
In the cultural tour Lenny mentioned.
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks incorporated into a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance. It was amazing.
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We
Aw.
haven't even eaten anything yet.
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here. We simply had to try some local seafood after
Oh,
coming all
hell
this
yeah.
way.
Seafood is
That's
delicious.
another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chilies.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right. The name doesn't give much away.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
That's hilarious.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge adjustment for her.
That was different.
What? Aren't you guys hungry
Tummy's
too?
growling.
Yes, a little.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now.
No problem. What would you like?
Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something? You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
Okay, I'll figure
One
something
more
out.
thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
Gee. What's the matter?
Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home.
What do you recommend?
There's this crab and shrimp stir fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
Ooh, that sounds perfect! What's it called?
Well, this is where
No
it
worries,
gets
Trevor.
interesting.
You're fine.
They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of
Ooh,
gold,
crab
and
roe.
the shrimp meat like chunks of jade.
That's a pretty enigmatic name.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
Alright, we get to cook for our friends. In each challenge of receiving friends from afar, you must continuously prep, mix, and cook to make a dish the guest wants. After you begin prepping, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instance of success. After you begin mixing, hold the button to make the indicator bar move over this sliding ring. When the indicator bar points to the prompted area, release the button to mark one instance of success. After you begin cooking... Oh, okay. Once cooking is complete, you can plate and decorate the dish. 3 elements of dishes can be decorated: the tableware, accessories, and add-ons. Each element has several decorations to choose from. Okay. Serve them up. Press at the right moment to prep. Oh, I see how to do it. Okay. She looks so happy cooking. Okay. Mixing. After holding release at the right moment to mix. She looks so happy cooking. That's so cute. Yay! Ooh, that looks delicious. Mmm. Let's do this plate because it matches the color of the food. And then let's do this one. No. How about, yeah, let's do that one. And then Pinchy cakes for dessert. Finish. That looks so fucking good. Oh my gosh. That looks delicious. I want some.
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called the Palace Jewels. Enjoy.
Mmm. That looks wonderful. Oh. Come on, Lynette. What's the matter?
Ah, yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of work. Do you want to eat with us?
Sure.
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then
Paimon is
whatever you
always a little
choose.
hungry, but we'll still let our guests enjoy the respite.
Oh, right. Of course. You're still our customers. Why aren't you eating?
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
Oh, according to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
It's okay, just eat it.
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
And Paimon's like,
What
come
is
on.
it? Do you need some water?
No. It's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourselves.
Alright.
Come on, Fremini. I promise it won't bite you.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
He's so excited.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel. The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So
Dang, we should
that's where
hire
the name
Paimon
comes
for
from.
promotion.
I suppose it's quite fitting then.
Huh. Was Paimon always this well spoken?
She just memorized what the recipe
This
said.
dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already?
Probably when you were busy yapping away.
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Lynette scarfed that shit down.
Hey, leave some for Paimon!
Oh, poor Paimon.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of chopsticks.
Hey, at least you can eat with chopsticks.
Yeah. Well, Linny and Lynette picked it up in no time, but they're naturally dexterous. Unlike me, it's taken me a lot longer, but I'm slowly getting there.
It's okay for a minute.
Speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here, someone performed a conjuring trick using a bowl and chopsticks. So, if I want to be a good magician's assistant, I need to keep practicing.
How cute.
On the job. There'll be more to come, so keep it up.
That's really, really cute. Really cute. I like it. Wait till the next day.
Customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end. But it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day.
Everything.
So it should be
Paimon
plain
likes
sailing.
to eat everything.
Well, just as long as we don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course. The worst are those old scholars who've barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
For a reason. I know that voice.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
Farzan! Oops, Madam Farzan.
Oh my! Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
We
Cooking.
could ask you the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel the world.
Oh my gosh, here comes everybody. Yes.
Madam Farzan,
Layla and Dory.
slow down. None of us slept last night. How come Madam Farzan still has so much energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going.
Layla's like, I just want to take a nap. I'm so tired.
It's all my
Dory!
fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Mmm. There it is.
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this.
Just lay on the floor and snooze. Yeah, Layla has, brain. What do they call that? Narcolepsy. Layla has narcolepsy. You invite the three to sit and explain that you're
Temporary
helping out
chef,
at
huh?
Wingshu Inn.
Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all leaving?
Yeah, she's constantly tired.
Onboard consultant?
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential. Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port.
Oh, Madame Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
That sounds like illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Why put
Yes.
it on gas? Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farazan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
Yeah.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the...
Farazan, Madam Farazan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best. I've heard that the most
Hey,
expensive dishes in
Righty,
Liyue
good
are usually either
morning.
seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future.
That's actually a good point.
Mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
Oh, that's not because of hunger.
I am doing
Surely
good.
the
Thank you for
wise
asking,
and
Righty.
virtuous Madame Farazan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away.
Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked?
So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler.
I'll take everything super expensive off the menu. Because Dory is paying.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu.
Nah,
Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
most likely.
That Dory, is she doing this on purpose?
I'd bet more that she is.
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest. As it
Okay.
happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually
Holy
goes for
shit.
30,000 mora.
30,000 more for a plate of food?
If it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat. You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This
Interesting.
dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise.
Do you think you'll be able to pull it off?
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Believe in yourself. You can do this. And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
Of course you would, Paimon. Paimon would be happy to eat anything. You could probably throw dirt on a plate, put some soy sauce on it, and Paimon would eat it. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I messed it up. Oh no, why not? There we go. Ooh. That looks good too. Let's do this one. Actually, let's do this one. And this one. And this one.
Food's ready. Please enjoy.
Ooh, smells delightful.
Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
Did Dory just offer us a free meal? Why did she become so generous?
Things you're not supposed to say out loud,
Let's not
Paimon.
forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in. This dish looks simple enough. And I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario...
10,000?
maybe
You're only
10,000
about
more?
20,000 off,
This dish had
Dory.
better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy.
Poor narcoleptic Layla. She just wants to go to sleep. Everyone begins to eat,
Is
each
this
harboring their own opinions.
Foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Quite marvelous. How is this made?
The smokiness is from the ham. That was my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere.
Oh.
Haha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
So I am not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times? How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
Well, you see,
I
that's a trade secret.
know some special cooking techniques.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Ah, Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also,
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble? The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish.
how did you know all that?
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
Holy crap.
Wait,
20
is that
languages?
not a requirement anymore?
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Oh,
Layla's
Paimon
like,
almost forgot
what?
that you're also from Harabatat.
So, anyway, how much does this dish cost?
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
30,000?
Poor Dory's gonna faint.
About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you. So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
Eh.
Hey, there's no need to... Oh, well, it was your hard work anyway. You can call the shots.
20% off of 30,000? That's still a pretty hefty expense. All right. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
Dory be like, the fuck you mean 30,000?
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you.
You and Paimon work flat out till closing time.
Customers, thanks again.
Days of experience now under your belt, the work is
Great
becoming second
work.
nature.
Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh no.
Dude, what up, bro?
Ito!
I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Almost.
No.
I think you meant fellow Inazuman abroad, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home.
Oh
Yeah,
no, not you.
Oh, whoa, Checker! What are you doing here?
Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon.
Flying Lavender
the
Melon.
Sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too. All my buddies in one place. God, today's my lucky day.
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
That can wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more
Cookie's
urgent
looking at him
situation
like,
to
I'm gonna
attend to.
choke
In
you.
the mood for some good, spicy food. Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
The look on Shinobu's face seems to say, don't ask. So what about you, Ayato?
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could. But, alas, it was too late.
Aw, you missed it.
What? You missed it?
He came as soon as he
what a
meant to.
bummer.
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got compadres to feed.
I'm the chef.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
But the main chef is another guy.
Good one, Andre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
I am the chef, dummy. You and Paimon go to the kitchen to fetch Smiling.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the palace jewels, a trembling strings and rushing reeds, or...
Boss, don't forget the budget.
Hey, no problem, Ricky. I appreciate you, my
okay.
dear. Enjoy.
You got anything a little more, down to earth?
Down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows.
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose. Bros just knows.
Ito.
Is that for real? Oh, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys to it.
You know you're stuck in a group of goofballs when Paimon opts out.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat.
Ew.
Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Yuck, you're gonna make me cook tofu?
Wait,
Blech.
tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
Yeah, he
What's the
can't eat
issue?
beans.
I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait,
Hi,
what are
Cookie.
you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that humbly will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name
Oh
ain't
my God.
Ito. Hey,
What?
where's our food at? Hurry up! I'm on the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
How about we throw some free appetizers in it?
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Oh no. But you can't feed Ito beans. He's allergic. Poor Ito. How are you gonna tell him that he can't eat it? That looks good. This is gonna be good. How do you tell him he can't eat it? We'll see.
Food's here.
Gee,
Oh,
Paimon.
so this is humbly enough.
Ugh,
You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
That does look good, even though it's tofu.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Now that I'm finished in the kitchen, I'm a guest too.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on, dive in. I'll wait till last.
You, Paimon, Ayato, and Shinobi help yourselves, leaving very little meat
I
behind.
see.
Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Oh no. Paimon,
What is it now?
you got this, Paimon.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet.
Skipping the origin story is like
Oh, that's really sweet,
going
Trevor.
traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients.
Paimon.
Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Got it. While Ito's distracted, you and Shinobu begin to gobble down the dish.
Tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
Darn, there's no segue to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
But we're already beyond stuffed.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Send me some dreads, why don't ya? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Oh
Wait,
no!
boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of I'm sure it will help to
Leave it
lift
to
their
Ayato to
spirits.
save the day.
Yeah, I don't know.
He really wants to eat it. Poor guy.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course. Including mine and Ayato's.
Oh, those were for
Of
you
course
guys?
he did.
Aw, dang it. I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I? In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
El Chefe. Good save, Ayato. Good save. Poor Ito. Has no idea.
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow. You've really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again?
The day passes without incident.
We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
We.
Yeah, but who
Paimon.
would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks
Hey, Amber.
about this time the first day, didn't they?
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Amber? And Yula and Mika too! Are you here for dinner? Why so late in the day?
They're like the people that show up 5 minutes before closing and want the most expensive, ridiculous thing on the menu.
For this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate. But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Ooh, so this is Yula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations
Yeah,
for the entire
it's a
trip,
very common
so
thing
I
in
simply thought
restaurants.
It was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, calm down, Eula.
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
The Traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You come at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy his cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this. So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Something small, I suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Oh my gosh. They come here 5 minutes before closing and then they're like, I don't know what I want. Come the fuck on. You already showed up 5 minutes before closing and now you don't know what you want to eat? Punk. Those are the people that you go up to the table and they're like,
This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess. Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on. Show them what you've got.
Let me think. What do they like? What could they be craving? that looks good too. Let's see. That's what we did last time. So this time, let's do this one. And this one. And this one.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Right, exactly.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So, tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
It's called... Paimon's guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right?
No, Paimon.
Hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name. It's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
Basic ingredients, simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here, or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
It's got eggs in it, so I'm thinking it's a type of like rice pilaf with eggs in it. But it's the one you need right now.
Finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
You've been on the road for a long time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
Oh, kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread
Yes.
in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Liyue cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
What makes for a tasty dish is highly subjective. But a chef caters to all comers. And that's a chef's passion for putting smiles on customers' faces.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name though, right? Have we come up with a name for this dish yet?
Hadn't really thought that far.
How about right at home?
Tee. That was hilarious.
There you are.
That whole thing
Thank you for
was
all of your
hilarious.
hard work over the past few days.
My pleasure, assuming I'm still being paid then. Are we sure this is Lumine's response and not Paimon's?
Straight down to brass tacks, are we? Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
Tiredness from what, Paimon?
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant.
Well, I look forward to enjoying your cooking more times in the future.
Anytime. Bring some friends with you next time and I'll show you all what Smiley Yenshao can do when working with both hands intact.
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.